Huge breaking news and updates regarding the Russian-Ukraine war. So, ahead of the summit in which Putin will meet with Trump in Alaska, Ukraine launches one of the biggest drone attacks against Russia. So this drone attack happened yesterday, and it makes it very clear that Zelensky does not want peace and will not sign off on a deal between Russia and Ukraine, because that deal will include seceding the land that Russia wanted from Ukraine in the first place. And so no matter how good the meeting goes between Trump and Putin today, the war is not going to be over, because Ukraine and NATO have to agree to the terms of this deal. And like I said, the deal is going to include seceding the land to Russia. And Ukraine is not going to agree to that, and NATO is not going to either, because they're in full support of Ukraine. And so what we really need to think about is what's going to happen next, right? And in my mind, I think I have the answer, because after this meeting, Russia is going to push further and escalate further into Ukraine to gain this territory. And obviously, Ukraine and NATO are not going to like that, okay? So this war is going to escalate in the next 6 months to proportions that we haven't seen yet, because there's not going to be a deal made, and it really depends on what side is the United States going to take. Right? Are we going to side with Russia, or are we going to side with Ukraine and NATO? And that's why I'm really interested in this meeting today between Trump and Putin, because that's what they're going to talk about. Is there going to be a deal made between the United States and Russia, excluding Ukraine and possibly leaving NATO altogether? I think that's a great possibility, because although Trump has really pushed Putin into making a deal, I think he's also sick of Ukraine and Zelensky and all the money and weapons that we have been supplying them and that NATO has been supplying them the past couple years. And so this is really going to determine how much escalation is going to happen in the next 3 to 6 months after this meeting. And in my opinion, a deal will not be made with all parties agreeing to the terms. And so that's what's going to happen. And I'll have updates for you guys soon after this meeting. But let me know in the comments what you think about this. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? And what do you think is going to happen? And be sure to share the story.